driving out today, I was just like, how nice it is to be able to jump in a car like this, cruise out almost 100 miles, not use any tools, beat on it for 5 runs, cruise back home. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I forget how lucky I am to be able to do stuff like this, and even with the shoulder injury, it's easy to take for granted. On this episode of Autocross and Track, we are back at Crow's Landing. This was the site of my first ever YouTube episode, and been looking forward to running this site more often now that I live somewhat close, about an hour and a half away. You see, we're out in the middle of farm country, and this is probably the best autocross site on the West Coast. Drove the car out this morning, no problems. Crow's Landing may be the best autocross site on the West Coast these days, but the road to get in is terrible. Like, I actually see a few patches, which is nice, but good for your race car suspension to go down this road. Jimmy Day, you'd probably like this road for an Optima road rally if there was a track out here nearby. Oh man, that's not too bad. A lot of those used to be 6-inch deep potholes, so maybe the whole road now is patched up a little bit and it's just a bumpy mess. And already got a warm welcome here. Know a fair amount of people here from other events running at SCCA national events or Optima and other stuff. But yeah, walk the course, looks huge, looks fun. Definitely some gotchas in there and some room to hang yourself, so can't wait to drive it. I'm gonna work first and then we drive in the afternoon. Yeah, I'm excited. This is my second event with the shoulder. Everybody wants to know how it's doing. I mean, the hand is amazing. The arm itself moves pretty good. My rotator cuff muscles are moving good. The deltoid's still nothing. So, you know, can't lift the arm very high, but it's functioning for driving. So I'm going to run as many events as I can, because if I need surgery, that's 3 or 4 months out of commission again. And, you know, this course will be a good test. Last event, I didn't really have any shoulder pain driving. If I don't have any here, then I think it's safe to say autocross is good to go. So I'm gonna go check in for work and turn this back on when it's time to run. All right, our run group's about to start. I got over here a cell phone. I like having that in my pocket. Checked out, we got a couple cool KMT cars here. It looks like only 3 real oh no, 4 with the second gen up there. I got to get pictures or video of everything. And then we got one guy that was going to bring his KMT car and got a CP car running last night. So we're running against a CP car in this group because it's a fun local event. Not a lot of people out. Changing his registration in the computer last minute was going to cause problems, so no big deal, but it's a pretty sweet sounding 410 Camaro with the high compression small block. All right, us KMT guys are over here checking out the sheep and wolf's clothing here, or wolf and sheep's clothing, I guess.
It's a cheater KMT car.
This looks just like the typical KMT car.
Everybody's worried about.
Well, I look forward to seeing what you do, even if you're hanging out with us guys, but it's all fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make fun runs today and go out and have fun.
Sweet. Yeah. Well, that's what we're all here for. I can never lift the camera high enough with my bad arm, but this thing is sweet. Kurt is known for making some amazing C10s, and he helped put this one together. Interior is gorgeous and simple. See, the door panels are pretty awesome. So yeah, this thing should be fun. Here goes Mike Meyer. I don't think he'll show up on the wide angle lens. He was at Top Packs earlier after the end of the first session. See if be interested to see how we do in packs at this event. Now that I've done one event, it's like, oh, I want the arm to work more. Which, by the way, I can now push hard enough with my left thumb to use the tire pressure gauge like air release button. And even better, this shoulder bolster on the seat, when I get out, I can put my arm on it, and just all I need is a few pounds of like support. Makes getting out of this car a lot easier. So still seeing improvements week to week in the arm. It's freaking awesome. I'm just happy to be here. I can't wait to run this course. It looks really fast. It's a high horsepower friendly course based on what I saw this morning. So here we go.
From mix, so let's go ahead and
Need more speed there. All right, 57.8, not the 56 I was hoping for, but still an improvement.
Doing pretty good for an invalid.
Well, thank you, sir. All right, we got to go ask Meyer something here. Mike Meyer, you guys heard I'm coming down
I had to put my glasses on. See shit.
to these guys here. I'm coming down to run KMT, and there's not one, there's two cars in my class on Hoosiers. Those are some awesome 200 treadwear tires, man.
You should see the build date on these tires.
Do you want that on video?
Well, let's just say these have been on my rack since like 2008.
Well, I see 2712.
Or maybe 12, yeah.
Okay.
Yes. This is the first time this car's ran in like 10 years. So,
So Mick's gonna start driving it? Or is this just a one-time thing?
New Blues motor.
Oh yes, I heard
So
about
I
that.
had it registered, and I looked up the tires on the rack, and we knew this thing kind of ran. So we're like, Mick.
It's just KMT, nobody cares.
Yeah, if you guys are scared of a 16-year-old kid, then you got bigger issues.
I'm sure everybody said that about Jake when he started driving too.
I told Mick, I said, if you don't win, I don't know, buddy. You got DOTs.
No pressure. No pressure, but if you don't win, you're terrible. Okay, I'm an idiot. I forgot the last autocross I went to before I got hurt. I was doing some testing and I decided to test having the rear sway bar disconnected. Well, guess what's still disconnected? The rear sway bar. That is not a good setup for high grip, high speed Crow's Landing. So I'm looking forward to seeing what we do tomorrow. I don't have time to change it, and with my arm, I'm not rushing. But that means tonight when we get home, get the rear end up, get that sway bar hooked back up, and tomorrow will be hopefully a totally different car. In the meantime, I'm gonna keep picking that front tire like a foot off the ground. are done autocrossing. Made it through 5 laps. No idea if that last run was clean, but it doesn't really matter. Wasn't anything to write home about. So didn't get in the 56s like I wanted. My low 57s were dirty, but still had fun. Arm wasn't complaining. Feels okay. So just got to get home, hook up that rear sway bar. I'm really curious to see if the footage came out. I put a camera down on the door pointed at the tire to see if that comes out or not. Might be fun. So anyhow, great first time with American Autocross Series. Love Crow's Landing. Very curious once I get the rear sway bar hooked back up, like how my setup works out here, because there's some guys that come down to Fontana who are set up well for this surface or other high grip surfaces, and they really struggle down there. But my car is set up well for that surface. Now it's time to find out just how much I might struggle on other surfaces. So anyhow, hope you guys enjoy the video. Might put part day 2 on this. All right, it's day 2 at American Autocross. Hoping to go a little bit faster today now that we got the rear sway bar hooked up. Did not have it hooked up yesterday. Pilar came up to me and she's like, I don't think I've seen a car pick the front tire that high off the ground in a really long time. She was saying at least 6 inches, so I can't wait to look at that video. I haven't looked at the video yesterday to see if my last run, that camera angle worked out. But anyhow, I did win the class yesterday by a little bit, 2 or 3 tenths. Darren Reed laid down some pretty good times in that C10 of his. I'm hoping to kind of close the gap on some of the KMT cars today. So I think Chris, man, he was blazing like a low 54, maybe a 54.2 or 4 today. So 54 would be amazing, but even a low 55, that's the target. We'll see what I do on the first run. I probably should try and remember how this course goes, but man, I'm pumped. Driving out today, I was just like, how nice it is to be able to jump in a car like this, cruise out almost 100 miles, not use any tools, beat on it for 5 runs, cruise back home. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I forget how lucky I am to be able to do stuff like this, and even with the shoulder injury, it's easy to take for granted. So anyways, enough of that. Let's get ready to race. Let's check out some of the KMT cars. Same guys as yesterday, but in case I didn't get good footage, here's Dustin Reed's C10. Came in second yesterday. This thing is super cool. We got this Mustang over here. I think the guy's name is Mark that owns this. It's got Meyer's Mod 1 on it. And then we got the Camaros. Mustang owner is David. Mark owns the second gen here. Really clean interior. Motor sounds good. Looks like he's running Youngblood wheels like I got on the Mustang. He's got 315 Falcons. And then my car. So yeah, that's the competition today. We're on a little bit of a break. There's some fluid spill out on track. Not sure yet if it's coolant or fuel or oil. But then that group will finish up. Got all the KMS and XP and CP cars, so some of the fastest cars here this weekend are in this group. All right, here goes lap 1. See what that sway bar feels like now. Okay, what did we get?
First place.
56.2. Thank you. Well, the car handles way better here at Crow's Landing with that rear sway bar hooked up. So interestingly though, I haven't driven this car since my injury with the rear bar hooked up, and it's back to a little bit more loose setup, which requires faster hand speed. So I do feel that a little bit more in the shoulder while driving now, but car feels way more precise. So I ran a 56 something, 56.2. If I can get like a 55.0, that would be pretty sweet. I think I'd be happy. I mean, I'm happy either way. I'm autocrossing, right? But we always set those little goals, watch other cars, play games with, well, if I could beat that person, even if they're in their class, your class or not. So I'm doing that. But yeah, I'm gonna check some tire pressures, figure out where I'm gonna go faster, and I'll get back with you guys soon. Plan for run 2, throw this thing into the turns. I'm gonna do the same on the slalom type elements, but the sweepers, we are gonna huck it and see if it sticks. The moment of truth on that run. Woo, it's showing clean. I'll take it. Yes, yes, yes. Run 4. Don't screw up the left turn before the finish. And that's about all I got. Go faster everywhere else. Okay, my arms are feeling that. 54.2. That's better. Thank you. Woo! Man, this car's a lot more fun to drive with the rear sway bar. And a lot more work on my poor arms, but I am having such a good time today, guys. Oh, I love this. This is why autocross right here. This feeling. Oh, it's amazing. All right, 5th and final run today. This feels like a victory lap, regardless of whether I win or not, just because that 4th run felt so good. So 54.2, maybe. Maybe there's a 53 out there. I don't know if there's a 53 of me today, but I'm gonna go try and find it. 53 on that run, but it was fun to try.
817.
Oh, wow, 53.8. How about that? All right.
First place in KMT.
Woo, if that's clean, hell yeah. Woo! I'll take it. Oh, yes. Moment of truth. Any cone calls on that lap? No cone calls. Woo! Yes. That 54.2. I said that was what Autocross was all about. And I can't believe I ran a 53. It honestly didn't feel better. I pushed harder, but I also made some mistakes. So coming across seeing that time, that's why you never give up during a run either. Wow, what a day. Oh man, I feel like I've shaken the rust off. Having a rear sway bar helped. Having some fresh Falcon RT660s helped. So hey, maybe AutoXandTrack is back, baby. Like, comment, subscribe. That's a wrap. Thanks for watching.